Hey guys, welcome back. Now that we have this object, let's render it and make a quick presentation so we can use it in our portfolio, etc. First things first, let's select all this model because I already textured it before and apply this default material like this. As you can see, the glass is now a clay material. Actually, let's keep this material because we're gonna make some tests of lighting on this material. So let's add some reflection. Let's play with glossiness. As you can see, we see small reflection also in 3ds Max. We can add more and play a little more with this one. Okay, let's keep it this way and start adding. First things first, let's add our camera. So by going to perspective, press P on the keyboard. By pressing Ctrl C, we created our default camera. You can also go to this icon cameras and go into standard and free camera, or no, target camera, and just drag it. I already made 2 of them. Let's press L to left view and target like this. Okay, by pressing C you can go in the camera. By pressing Shift F we can see our width and height image. So by going to render setup, we can change our width and height, but before let's uncheck this lock it. So let's go closer like a square, similar to a square, and lock it. Okay, now that we are in camera, we can pan it, go close. Depending on the focal length we can see it wider, but I like this focal. Actually, let's go and choose our camera and set our lens to 50mm. 50mm is close to human height. Press C again. Let's rotate it. Let's see a little bit from the top and this angle. Okay, now that we have this camera set, let's set our settings from V-Ray. So by going to V-Ray, we're going to choose adaptive subdivision. I have V-Ray at 3.2. In the last V-Ray we do not have only bucket and progressive, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to color mapping, and I usually render in exponential, but we can keep Reinhardt. Then by going to GI, let's enable GI. In this instance, brute force is good for hair. Also you can use irradiance map in this case. So going to settings, I'm going to right click to dynamics so I can use all my RAM, and elements if you want to have maps, channel maps. Okay, this is all for now. Next step is to go to lights. We can also go to the left and we have our lights, as you can see, dome, plane, etc. We need dome light for HDR. So press M. We can make a quick render to just with this dome light. Let's see what we have. Shift Q for render. As you can see, we have our first light setting, only the dome. For this white background you need to press 8 on the keyboard and change it to what color you want. I choose white in this instance. Okay, let's close this one. If we go to render setup, I cannot press F10 because I'm going to close my screenshot recording if I'm doing that, but that's the shortcut for render setup. And let's go to GI and change it to brute force and press again. As you can see, we have only the building light cache and start rendering. So I think this is better. Let's keep brute force. Okay, let's press escape. Now let's go to material, diffuse, and let's search for V-Ray, and let's search for V-Ray HDRI. Okay, now go back and drag our map to this slot. Press OK this time. Now let's go to light, and you can see use texture. So let's drag it to use texture and press instance. Let's set our mapping type to spherical. Also, I'm going to go to option and press invisible. I do not want to see my map behind. In this case scenario, I think the best light we can add is to find some studio lights. I already searched some by simple Google it free HDR studio maps, and I found this HDR pack 1 on Deviant by zbrush, and I saw this and I kinda like it, so we can choose whatever we want. You just download it from here. Okay, I already saved it on my desktop, and by going to our HDRI map, going to search desktop studio HDRI, and we can start looking what we have. You can test anything you see in here. This one is pretty interesting, also this one. Let's try this one. Okay, and now let's add a quick render. As you can see, already start to change our light. We have this area more darker and beneath more light. Let's try another one. Let's see this one. It's pretty interesting, but let's flip it. What happens if we flip it? Not that much, but I want to change our rotation. Let's go with minus. Let's flip. Oops. So I found that if I'm flipping horizontal, I'm going to see some awesome reflection on top, as you can see. So I have light and I have shadow, light and shadow. So it's the thing that we're searching for. Now we can go and add plain light like this. Rotate. Let's check target. Where is my target? Okay. Let's go up. I want some more hard light from the left. Okay, let's make another test. Let's increase our power to 4, and also let's increase half length. As you can see, we have a burnout in this left corner, which I kinda like it. So our object is losing in the back. Okay, we can also add some stripe of light in the right. Let's press shift and drag it and copy. Go down with it, make it smaller, get close, and let's make another test. We have this stripe in here, but let's make it smaller. We can select light, and if we press F3 we can move our target. And let's increase the power to 6. As you can see, we make a lot of testing to achieve what we want. I kinda want to increase this one to 6 and this one to 8 and get more close. Yep, this is stronger and I like it. I can make it more stronger. Let's make it 10 and let's make it smaller. Perfect. It's kind of what I wanted to make. We shall see what's changing on the actual material. I think the light is too strong right now, so let's go to 7. Okay, way better. We can change the light when we're adding our color. So next step is, let's close our V-Ray buffer and press M, and let's choose one material and make it dark. Press OK, and let's make our refraction almost to white. Let's select our glass and add our refraction glass. Perfect. We can add some reflection to our glass and press C to go into camera and press render. So as you can see, we have our glass. We can make it more transparent. Let's go to the end, but we have our missing clock, so let's close this one. Let's select this one and Alt Q to isolate. So let's go to this green material and press diffuse, going back to Bitman, desktop, and choose again our UV and press assign. Perfect. Now we can see our hour. Okay, I can add more reflection in this glass. I want to be more reflexive. As you can see, we have this reflexive glass corner, which I like. Okay, next step is to add some material to our clock. So let's choose another material. Let's go black, close to black. Then let's go to reflection, middle white, some glossiness. Okay, I already have one UV to all. It's simple, you just go to modify, press U, and you have your UV map. You do not need to make UV unwrap. And let's go to map, bump, and let's choose, where is it, noise. Okay, now let's apply, and then let's show shaded material viewport. As you can see, it's huge, so let's reduce it to 1. We can reduce it more, 0. Let's say 4. Okay, we can apply it to this one also. We can keep it to the buttons. Okay, that's it, and let's make another test. We have some problems with our UV map. Why is that? Okay, I found out what was the problem. I need to go and reduce more our bump. So let's make it 0.002, and as you can see, we already have it much better. It's some sort of plastic, which I like it. I like the light how it is, but I want to increase this corner of light. So let's go and make it 11. Okay, next step is to, let's take this material and make it, go into diffuse and make it white. And let's select our alarm, time, etc. And apply. White. Okay, much better. Press escape. I just want to add another light, so we have a small stroke of glass light. So if I select this one, I already name in glass, so it's important to know the name. Let's press F, V-Ray light, drag it, move it in the front. Let's reduce. Reduce to 4. and by going to exclude and check include, let's select our glass. So like this, only the glass will be affected by this light. So already see we have this light. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope this will be find helpful for you. Have a great new year and see you next year with more, and I hope so, more interesting tutorial. Thank you for watching.